Okay, so on the heels of the previous success, I'm going to continue to tackle the things that worry me the most. And the thing next that worries me is all the enums that I need to create and then make sure they map correctly in Entity Framework so that they're saved in the database correctly as integers. Had a little bit of a challenge with this when I was working with it before, and so I'm sure I did something out of order or whatever the case might be. So we need to start by creating those here in the DTO, and I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a folder because this is what I would prefer to do, enums. And that creates a namespace of papabobs.dto.enums. Then whatever it is. And the first one would be the crust type. So add a new class. And we'll go at crust. Should I just leave it as crust or crust type? That's always a hard call for me. I'll just leave it as crust. No, I'll do crust type. Crust type. Alright, so public enum crust type, and then we're going to have regular, thin, and thick. Okay. And then another thing I'm going to add is size type. It doesn't sound right. I really don't like that. But we're going to go ahead and keep it the convention going. Since I used the word type in the previous one, I want to be consistent. So size type, public enum, size type, small, medium, large. Finally, payment type. That one's well, I can be on board with that one. Here we're going to call this payment type. Enum payment type, and this would be cash and credit. Okay, good. Enum, good. Okay. So now what I want to do is come back to this. Actually, what I need to do is go to the persistence layer, go to the papabobs entities. And what I'll do is, in the size, I'm going to right-click and select convert to an enum. I'm going to call this size type. And then the full reference name of this thing is Papa Bob's DTO enum. Did I say enums? I wish I could get out of this. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, enums. Okay, let's do that again. Papa Bob's DTO enums. In fact, let me build this just to make sure I'm in good shape there. Okay. All right, let's start that again. Let's close that. Yes. Okay. So here we go. Size. Right-click, select, convert to enum. So this is going to be size type. So again, Papa Bob's DTO enums size type. And click OK. All right. So now, save that, and I'm going to go to size and go dto.enums.sizetype.large. All right, and I'm going to build it. Okay. And now I'm going to run the application and make sure we can create another order. Okay, and then let's take a look at the database. And notice I'm being very careful and methodical with some of these steps because I don't want to move too far ahead, do a bunch of stuff, and not really know if it works or not. So that's my thought process here. Open show table data. Should I have 2 orders? Yes, and the size of the newest order is a 2, which is large, right? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do the other one as well now. Back in the Solution Explorer, we know we have crust type, so let's go ahead and modify that one too. Crust. Convert to enum. Crust type. reference external type, Papa Bob's, DTO, enums, crust type. Good. And then I'm going to go ahead and wing it. Throw caution to the wind. Do exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and do payment type while I'm here too. So payment type. And this will be Papa Bob's, DTO, enums, payment type. Okay. Save everything. Let's compile everything. And I'm going to go here and show the table data, and I'm going to delete these rows. Yes, so I'm selecting the row in the leftmost column and then selecting the delete key on my keyboard to remove them. Okay, now I know that the database is empty. When I run the application this time, it should create a single order. Okay, and now let's take a look at our database. Whoops. Database. Show table data should be one order. Yes. Crust 0. Oh, let's see. Crust was 0. Payment type was 0. But that's not really what I wanted to test. I got a little ahead of myself here. Let's go to the order repository, and then we're going to go to the crust. We'll go DTO enums dot crust type dot thick. And then finally, payment type, we'll go DTO.enums. Whoops, not crust type, well, payment type. Payment type dot credit. That should be 1 in the database then. Run it. I really should put a message like done, but again, I'm going to throw away all this, so I don't really care. Oh, it did not work. What? Hold on, we got to refresh this. Show table data. Show table data. There we go. I just needed to refresh it. Okay, so I feel good about this now. Now that I've created this, let's see. Yeah, let's stop right there. I've got the enums mapped. I feel good about that. And then we'll pick this back up in the next module. Okay, well, so we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.